try for it. It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Zerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in Central Anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them. That's not much information. Could you tell me more? You a digger? I've heard of ruins being found now and then, but they've always been stripped by sand people soon after. You're not going to get anywhere with them. I guess you could ask around, but I doubt you'll learn anything different. You could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know. As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watuyama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa mchaw.
I'm Bastila, yes. I take it that you know my mother.
Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kumkiba bu mulera. Kakin chak nawagawa bak.
Is there something I can do for you, miss? As you can see, we're in quite a hurry.
Kakin cha na kwat na bonkon. Wanakumbes. Chi pala mulek. Tonki pa na nonek. Tu.
My mother's condition.
Tin umpa do punta krita. Ak ti kondo ona chaba chisa wanki. Ti toki grantu kon chi chan kun green.
I've not seen my mother since I joined the Order. Do you know what's happened? Did she say anything about my father?
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watuyama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa mchawa.
I see. Where did you meet her? Do you remember?
Chachika don mulaka. Watayuma ka wamahona nek. Ashantington unuman.
Part of me would rather not see her at all. But if she is really sick, well, we shall see. How can I help? Sorry. I'm just thinking about my mother. It's strange to hear news after all this time. It's quite distracting. It's not that I look forward to seeing her. I just can't help but wonder what she wants. But perhaps we have better things to do.
Uchua Penki, Tong Itwamaji, Human Act in Ika Papa Hassan Shan. No Bamuri Raki Laiko. Smilia! Tingkuin ko ka, patoga yakuli ko ka.
Papuelta, Colo Luz Ivan Bebu, Ikeltirimo. Undasta hielfa. Ustakel kris. Kolotusta. Papuelta. Kolotus divan rebut. Ikeltirimo. Tustadan kelfa. Hoi sidan kelfa. Tudus labs papuelta. Kolotus divan rebut. Ikel.
Tatooine's a dust bowl, and that's all it'll ever be.
Hey there, what can I do for you? All I know is I'd like to speak to Griff myself. If we have time, I'd like to go talk to the Zerka Corp rep on Tatooine and see what he has to say about where my brother is now.
La boda ni winkis maktoma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mura. Kuyabi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hatong da chikong kapi.
My mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
La boda ni winkis maktoma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mura. Kuyabi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hatong da chikong kapi.
We should try to find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
Yatuka ulwan kinkun na ba murira rachikun. Mucha shakpangpa.
Something you want? I don't have a lot of time for talk, so please, make it quick. All right, but I'm not sure what I could say to interest you. I just work on the crawlers. I repair the sand crawlers when they return from the mines. They get pretty banged up, even without the attacks. The sand people attack them pretty regularly. Zerka Corporation is getting pretty sick of it, I hear. They've offered bounties on sand people for a while now, but few hunters take them up on it. Too dangerous. Try at the Zerka offices right here. They'd know. Oh, the big crawlers head out at dawn. That's so they avoid the bigger predators. The raid, I mean. Doesn't help avoid the sand people, though. They attack pretty regular, no matter what Zerka Corporation tries. Well, it's a hole in the galaxy as far as I'm concerned. I doubt this outpost will last much longer. But that's happened before and will happen again. Anchorhead has been resettled a few times now. Well, Tatooine fools people. It looks like it might have a good supply of resources, but it doesn't. Before a company learns this, they've already set up communities to support operations they now can't afford. Company pulls out, cities dry up, and after a few years, someone that doesn't know why it failed tries again. No one is. I guess it looked like a promising mining planet, but the metal, I tell you, it just isn't right. I've been a mechanic my whole life. I've never seen anything corrode as fast as Tatooine metal. It's why whoever was here before left, and why Zerka will leave, and why whoever comes next will leave. All right then, back to work, I guess.
La boda ni winkis maktoma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Uba patu konchi. Tong nongbong shang yung yang. Tong katok smaktelia. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. La boda ni winkis maktoma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses. Griff? There's no Griff here. Never heard of him. No, I don't remember a single Griff on the Zerka Corporation payroll. Can you spare me a few moments? I have something I want to get off my chest. I want to tell you about one of our workers. His name was Griff. We hired that Twi'lek some time ago. Not a good worker, according to his crew chief. Always complaining and faking injuries to get out of work. He entered false timesheets and slept through his shifts. We even suspected him of stealing Zerka Corporation supplies, although we could never prove it. We would have fired him, but we needed workers. It would have been better for him if he had been fired. Then the Sand People wouldn't have gotten him. He was lost in a Sand People raid we suffered not too long ago. There were prisoners taken, but our rescue parties never found anyone alive. In the end, it just wasn't cost-effective to keep searching. All miners sign a waiver absolving Zerka Corporation of liability in these circumstances. Zerka Corporation cares deeply for all of its employees. That's why we've started a bounty program to thin the Sand People numbers. We didn't find his body, so we have to assume he was taken prisoner. Whether he's still alive, I couldn't say. That's all I can tell you. I shouldn't even have said this much. This is all privileged corporate information. I could lose my job. As I said, all employees have signed waivers absolving Zerka Corporation of any financial liability if this occurs. It is the industry standard. I suppose you could apply for special dispensation from the Zerka Corporation representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours only, please. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. Of course. Zerka Corporation records are available at our representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. For your needs here, we maintain a fully stocked storehouse. Speak with Greta Holda about any purchases. Certainly. Please pose your questions to the representative kiosk on Coruscant. Of course. I could just tell you now. No sense in being so secretive. It's all fairly obvious. Mining operations here have not been a success. The ore is substandard, and there's less of it than surveys indicated. With the Sand People raids on top of it all, it's no wonder this planet has been abandoned before. No one knows. There are odd energy fluctuations on this planet, but they defy analysis or explanation. But the effect is obvious. Ore taken from Tatooine is useless for construction. It degrades incredibly fast. Word is getting out about it, too. We're running out of buyers. Zerka Corporation is not doing well here. The company would be foolish to stay. It will be costly, but in the end, leaving will be cheaper than staying. I imagine all the heavy equipment will be abandoned. It's not worth shipping out things like sandcrawlers. Maybe the Jawas will find a use for them when we're gone. That's a laugh. No one knows. There are odd energy fluctuations on this planet, but they defy analysis or explanation. But the effect is obvious. Ore taken from Tatooine is useless for construction. It degrades incredibly fast. Word is getting out about it, too. We're running out of buyers. Zerka Corporation is not doing well here. We can't ignore evidence that Anchorhead was settled more than once before, and abandoned each time. There's probably a century between each attempt, just long enough for records about why it failed to disappear. The Jawas scavenge ancient tech all the time. It's a remote world. Who knows what's here? Very well, though I do have work to get back to. I assume that by out of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Terrace? That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Zerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants. Zerka Corporation policy is not subject to your approval. It is a sound business model. Save us your commentary. If you're looking for local events, I suggest you go to the Swoop Track, one of the few leisure industries on Tatooine. There was also a Jawa here earlier, saying something about needing help. I think he's out by the city gates. I can't be more...